parents who are waiting to be adopted, the foster care system provides the kind of love, support, and confidence they need to feel like they can make it until they find an adoptive family. And that's exactly what it did for my next guest, who I met many years ago, way before his star was on the rise. It was in 2007 that I first met Philip Hodge. He took me back to his old neighborhood on the city's east side and back to some haunting memories.
Shooting, drug dealing, you know what I mean, everything you can name. You know, in the house alone, no food, you know.
Philip's mother was a drug dealer. He remembers the day she made a deal in their apartment.
This guy kicked in the door, you know, beat my mama up, grabbed me by the neck and hung me off of that balcony. You innocent, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it was a scary moment in my life.
After his mother lost her parental rights, Philip and his siblings wound up living in 10 different shelters across the state.
I used to live in Baptist Children's Home, and I'm telling you, a lady sat me down. She said, baby, there's a better way that you can handle your stress than becoming angry. So I started rapping the words that I felt. I should expose you with a flow to like...
It was then that Philip began to find music and the love of foster parents named Teresa and Frankie Brown. Philip says it was the couple who helped put his darkest days behind him.
I felt like I had to go through that experience. I would never take it back. Any kid or child, you know, that has experienced that or is currently experiencing it, understand that, you know, your time is gonna come. I got a foundation.
Today, at the age of 28, he is confident and groomed for success. Philip has found his voice in music.
So I would always do diverse things that I knew other rappers weren't doing to, you know, get out there and, you know, be relevant, stay relevant.
Eventually, Philip's swagger and style got the attention of a promoter named Lane Arnold.
He actually found me, and from then he's been like a big help, man. I've toured with the best and been on stage with the best. From then we've been skyrocketing. I just got off the road with Snoop Dogg. We're really keeping it moving.
And Thuggizzle, as he's known on stage, has a fan base across the country. You don't get hundreds of thousands of friends on Facebook and over 60,000 followers on Twitter without being relevant.
My love for music comes from being able to have something to express my feelings. When you come from a hard background and family that doesn't really have much, that's what motivates you to grind harder in what you do. When I look back, all I can see now is success within myself, because I don't have the same pain or any kind of fears, nothing like that. You know what I mean? I know who I am, and I'm striving to be that. I don't want to be a statistic. My goal is to not just make it for myself, but help other people out there.
After seeing an aunt battle breast cancer, he tapped into his faithful following and started an organization that supports other women in the fight.
This is really coming from the heart. I don't have Thuggizzle Cares breast cancer for fame. I'm not doing it for anything other than caring about somebody, how somebody cared about me. I want to make sure that I do my part to make sure that we keep our women around.
He also founded an organization called No Different Than You, a place where more than 14,000 members help kids living with autism. And being a product of the foster care system, Philip began Reunited by Faith, a group that helps kids and parents who've been separated restore their relationship.
And I encourage all men my age and anywhere near, let's step it up. Let's be an example for these kids out there.
Clearly, Philip knows his calling, and like any talented rapper, he hasn't missed a beat.
I can only give credit to God himself for my success. I want to be a person that, you know, they can say, okay, you know, he came from this hard background, but he has his head on right.
Oh, my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, Philip Hodge is here with me this morning. Philip, that story gives me chills.
Right.
Because I remember when we met one another, I was a reporter, and you were making this transition in your life. And, you know, as a reporter, sometimes it's hard to follow up and find out what people are doing. And I started hearing all these good things about you.
Right.
And that you stayed on the right path. What do you want to say to young people this morning who who find themselves in the foster care system, hoping and waiting and just, you know, looking for some inspiration?
I just want to tell them, you know, keep your head up. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do something. I feel like a lot of things that come from foster care can be positive if you put yourself in a positive mind frame, you know.
And one of the things that I love so much in the piece is that you found a way to not only use the voice, but you made it a mission to reach out. How has that been transformative for you? Even in the midst of your own pain, reaching out to help so many women and other kids.
Because it's kind of like when you come from a background like similar to myself, I think that everybody has a mission that comes from that. Like somebody helped me, so why would I not try to help somebody else?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the only way we can genuinely keep making it in life. You know, you got to help the younger ones, you know what I mean? So I want to just be an example, you know what I mean? Share my story to other kids across the world.
Yeah.
And, you know.
And one of the things we talked about, too, with the families who have kids living with autism, you go to that webpage, and those are families right here in San Antonio.
Families right in San Antonio. I basically, the way I started that is because I know that it's a touchy subject for a lot of parents, you know what I mean? Like how we were saying in the interview, I mean, kids are hard to handle just being kids, you know? So if we can get as many parents that are dealing with the same situation together, then they can help each other. It becomes not an uncomfortable subject because people feel comfortable with
the dialogue is open. Okay, so you got something. You brought something in that you wanted to give. What is this?
Okay,
a whole bag of goodies.
These are the new Get Your Hustle Up. My new single featuring Lil Wayne is called Get Your Hustle Up. So yeah, this is by La Bodega. So if y'all need any kind of artwork or anything, yeah. We got the QR codes. Oh, there you go. You looking right.
Am I looking right? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Philip.
So if y'all are looking for any work like this, you know, La Bodega, you know what I mean, they really taking care of us right now, man. They came down from Chicago and they're making a lot of noise out here in San Antonio. So La Bodega.
Thank you so much, Philip. Okay, hold on to that stuff. We're gonna tell people how to get it. Now, I want people to see this because when I first met Philip, we were in a car traveling to do a story, and we ended up going out to lunch. And he did a rap on the way to lunch about us going to lunch. And I said, how do you do that? Well, Philip does all of his raps off the top of his head. He doesn't write anything down. So the day we were interviewing in the barber shop, somebody came in and said, Philip, hey, can you do something off the top of your head? So he did a rap on the spot of our interview. Watch this. We'll be right back, everybody.
Let's go. Now you can look me in my eye and say that it's Ken's 5, looking at Bridget Smith looking beautiful in this guy, feeling like I'm on top, going to the top page. Look at San Antonio 210, that's just the top page. I'm looking like a boss. I smell like 50 and been up on my P. Diddy, so now I'm feeling like filthy rich. I think I'm getting up to that top. So understand that when you see me spit it off the dome, you know it's hot. Do it off the brain, cause none of this is written on. They call me Thuggizzle, baby, so tell me how you like that. Bridget, tell me to spit another one, I'ma bring it right back.